It's like anybody with an IQ above room temperature noticed, the 2012 election was a total fucking joke. We had an incumbent who either renewed or expanded every dumb thing Bush did, while still blaming him for everything. He sold us on open change and peaceful foreign policy and spreading the wealth, and he did a pretty good job of doing the exact opposite of that. This guy has no courage, no convictions, and no honor, and he's been a total disappointment to people on both sides. And he won. That guy fucking won. Why? Because Republicans put up candidates who made the cast of movie 43 look overqualified in comparison. They couldn't go with Ron Paul, who's just about the only small government conservative we have, who would do more to restore our freedom and reputation around the world than just about anybody else you could think of. Nah, they had to go with Mitt Romney. They'd rather have the guy who has no positions on anything, wrote the original fucking draft of Obamacare, and thinks he has magic underwear. Then put Romney up against Rick Santorum, who basically just wants a theocracy, and Newt Gingrich, who's about as likable as an elephant taking a shit on your pizza and expecting you to pay him for it, and you have one big clusterfuck of failure. But you know what? I knew Ron Paul wasn't going to win. People would just rather have the same thing over and over than step outside their little bubble of security and try something new, or try some change, even though they supposedly voted for that in 2008. And I've resigned myself to that. So, we have this shitty system that's not going anywhere anytime soon, so let's just make the best with what we got. On that note, I think the Republicans should probably nominate Jon Huntsman in 2016. He's enough to the center on social and foreign policy and pretty sane about it that he could pull in some liberals and conservatives. I've actually talked to some liberals who said they'd actually vote Republican if they put him up. So why didn't he get the nomination last time? The Republicans are total fucking dipshits and decided to go with the most socially conservative, far-right guys they could possibly find. After they got their asses kicked in November, I was really hoping that they'd get the point, but I'm not really sure if they did. So let me spell it out for you. The Republican Party of yesterday is dead. Done. Toast. Gone. Drove off a cliff and drowned. Social conservatives are dying, and nobody's buying your moronic, archaic, over-controlling bullshit anymore. Yeah, I know that might be pretty important to you backwards idiots, but ask yourselves what's more important. Having a pro-war, anti-choice, anti-gay, anti-weed guy rep your party, or actually winning. If you pull that shit, you'll never get another Republican elected again, and we'll get stuck with Hillary the imperialist. And then just liberal after liberal after liberal, and we'll have a one-party country, and I sure as shit don't want that. If you let that happen, that's just fucking pathetic, and I almost feel sorry for you. Almost. So let's get some shit straight. Gay marriage is gonna be legal. Weed's gonna be legal. Abortion is not going anywhere. Yeah, it's not my favorite thing, but the Supreme Court ruled on it, so that's that. Plus, nobody's buying into your stupid war propaganda anymore. So move on, cut your losses, and nominate Huntsman, the guy who can actually win. Pick the guy who has pretty good economic ideas and a pretty moderate social and foreign policy stance. Otherwise, nobody's going to take you seriously anymore, and we'll have a one-party nation, and I definitely don't want that, and I know you don't either. So, for both of our sake, just pick this guy. Subscribe.